So today we're right now we're in Disney and we're getting ready to go on a cruise on a safari
You
adventure.
can do it, Bill. Yeah, look at that. Yay! You did a menial task. Yeah. All right, I will see you after a while. Aiko, Aiko, Bill. Everyone say Aiko, Aiko to Bill.
Aiko, Aiko.
Well, welcome
We're gonna
aboard,
get
everyone.
moving. We're gonna get moving here.
Now, for your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands and arms and feet and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Also, don't lean out. Now, located above you is a game spotting guide that will help you identify certain animals you might encounter, like that one in the water. Let's go look at it.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Alright, that is the saddle-billed stork. That is the tallest stork in all of Africa. It stands about 5 feet tall, has a wingspan up to 9 feet, and it can snatch a bird mid-flight while flying itself.
Jeez.
On the right, that's the okapi.
Cruel.
Now, the okapi has the markings of a zebra on its back legs, but it's not related to the zebra. It's the only known relative of the giraffe. Very shy and reclusive. It
Mom,
was
move
actually
your
discovered in
face.
1901. To the left, that's the bongo.
Bongo.
The bongo is also known as the ghost of the forest because they are rarely seen. And with the bongo, both male and females have horns. They're curved back so that way they won't get stuck in thick underbrush.
There's a falling down tree right there. I don't know. It's a rhino.
A rhino up ahead. That is a black rhinoceros. They're very endangered. Less than 6,000 left in the wild. It's due to poaching and overhunting. They're widely hunted for their horn. They're usually very solitary.
It's cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, but if you didn't hear me, we are in Disney right now, so this is my first time in Disney. There's Carly. Usually holding the camera, but we're separated right now because we have to separate because there's 6 of us here. My grandma, my grandpa, sister, me, mom, and my dad.
There's
So,
the rhino.
oh yeah, he's all the way up there, coming down to us. Smells like rhino poop back here. You can't see it now, but see if I can. There they are.
That's the greater kudu on the left. They're the second largest cantaloupe by species. They're usually shy and nocturnal. And with the kudu, only the males have horns. Males also weigh over 700 pounds. Those females over there about 500 pounds.
That thing right there.
All right, we're coming up on the Safi River. Be on the lookout for
That
hippos
thing right there is
and
the
crocodiles.
kudu. And this is really cool. It's crocodiles.
There's some hippos on the right.
I can't see a hippo. There's hippos. Where are the hippos at?
There's a hippo on the left, too.
Oh, there's a hippo over
To
here.
the left of the island. That is a Nile hippopotamus. They spend most of their day in the water. Helps keep them cool. They can hold their breath up to 8 minutes, and at night they come up on the shore to feed. Pink-backed pelicans, they hunt in living colonies. The
Where
force
is it
fish in
at?
the shallow water then feed upon them.
What?
They get their pink
Stork?
coloring during mating season.
Oh, he's right there.
There she is, right.
Oh yeah, he's in the water.
She's right there. It's a big girl. Look at the duck swimming out there with him. Oh, all the buzzards are flying away. Oh, that's cool. There's a little stream of water coming out. Keep everything cool. Keeping everything cooled off out here.
And then crocodiles.
Oh, look, there's a black-headed
Nile
buzzard.
crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length. Now
Look at
they
these
rely
crocodiles.
on the sun to warm them up. If they get overheated, they'll open their mouth to regulate the body temperature. If they have nothing going
So
on, they
big.
can stay underwater for up to 2 hours.
That's so big. Ah, we're moving. There we go. We've looked at a lot of different animals here. Ugh, it's bumpy. Tree.
That's a baobab tree. It's over 1,000 years old. It gets leaves 3 months out of the year during the dry season. Actually stores water in the trunk.
That's cool.
The savanna in front of us is all part of the Serengeti's grassland system. The zebra and wildebeest migrate through it, while elephants, lions, and antelope live here year-round. It's all part of the wild Africa we are protecting. There's a giraffe up ahead. I see a cow, and there's a traffic jam. Yeah, it's a cow. It's right there.
Where?
There's
a cow?
wildebeest. I think there's an eland up there too. No, that's a wildebeest. But there's a cow right there, straight ahead. See it?
Yep,
There's a zebra.
A longhorn. Oh yeah, look.
The zebra is the
Zebra
favorite
right
prey
there.
of the lion. A zebra's only means of defense on the back legs of a very powerful kick that can actually dislocate a lion's jaw. If you look at the trees here, you notice how there's no leaves to about 15 to 16 feet up? That's the giraffes. They eat the undersides of the trees. Elephants, they just push down the tree and eat the whole thing. This actually lets in the light for the grass. Wildebeest, antelope, zebra, they come along, they eat that grass. Whatever they don't eat, the warthogs do. In a naturally balanced ecosystem, everyone gets food.
Some more zebras right there. Look, there's some underneath the tree, rusting. Zebra still over here, sitting in traffic. There's another one. There's thing over there. I can see the giraffes, but I'll wait till we get over to show them. You won't be able to see them if I don't. Look at the zebras. It's black and white. Black and white stripes. Look at its nose. Black, then white.
There's a hyena on the left.
Oh, yeah.
The hyena
That's cool.
is a philiiform. That means it has cat-like qualities, which usually involve the skull. Now, they also have a matriarchy. The highest ranking male is still lower in rank than the lowest ranking female. They also have a very powerful jaw that can crush bone with one bite.
They're scrappers.
Now, the closest thing that the hyena is related to in the philiiform family, the mongoose.
The mongoose.
Like lions and all that are way over here. He's over here hanging out with mongoose. That's where he's at.
Is that the lion? Oh, no, that's another hyena.
Yeah.
Now, over there on the left, sable antelope. The sable, their horns can grow to be about 5 feet long. The most dominant sable has the darkest coat.
There's an ant. There's those ant hills right there.
Yeah, take a picture of that termite.
Termite
Termite
mounds
hills.
all around us. About as hard as concrete.
Huh.
Taller than a human. There's drabs.
And then here's the giraffes.
Drabs.
When giraffes are born, they are already about 6 feet tall, weigh about 150 pounds. A male can stand up to 20 feet tall. They usually spend most of their day eating.
Oh, yeah. There's a longhorn in the background. Look at him. Look at him.
This one here on the right is somewhere in the 2-year-old range. Somewhere.
Some bison.
There's the zebra. And here's the cow. There's a bull further up. The Ankole cow. Those horns can grow to be about 6 feet long. That's from tip to tip. The horns are hollow. They act as a radiator. Blood flows through the horn, cooling off the blood, cooling off the body. Now, they're also called Watusi cattle, named after the Watusi tribe, who first domesticated them. And to the Watusi and the Maasai tribes, if you own Ankole cattle, you are actually considered very wealthy. They are the cattle of the kings. There's the bull on the right. That's
Bison.
all the
It's female.
And then the wildebeest. That's Afrikaans
Look at all
for
them
wild
wildebeest.
beast. They have one of the largest herd migrations. When a wildebeest calf is born, it's able to walk and run within 10 minutes. Also called new, I suppose that's a noise to make.
This is crazy. We got a jam with wildebeest.
Wait, is the ones that have hair boys?
Now, when Dutch settlers
Smells like dung.
were moving through Africa, anything that you see that's
What?
named Bok or Buck is what they
What
called
is
it.
it?
Wildebeest already had a name of new. But
Dung.
when the Dutch settlers saw them, they couldn't really compare them to anything that they had in Europe. So, they asked the locals, and the locals was like, well, in the creation story of Africa, the wildebeest is comprised of different parts. The creator had leftover parts, put them together, that's what you got. That's why wild beast. And that's also the same creation story of the platypus, by the way. But, yeah. Bok or buck is because it reminds them of some or deer that they had at home, but there's no deer in Africa. They're all antelopes. Or cows. And giraffe.
Eh.
Maybe camel.
Oh, there is some. Oh, look at that.
And anyways, they got really bored one night and looked up all that stuff. Like giraffe. The first time people saw a giraffe, they thought it was a cross between a camel and a leopard. Its scientific name is still camel leopardus. It's the old camel leopard.
Camel leopard. That's a steep fall.
And my favorite, even though I'm sad we didn't see one, the eland.
Eland.
Oh, there's a turtle over here on the left. If you look through the bushes, it's not part of the safari. This thing is cool. Alright, we'll get into the clearing over here. And it's on top of something. See it? Like, on top of the water, too. Not part of the safari. But the eland. The eland is the largest antelope by species. Dutch settlers saw that and it's like, well, that's like the moose. So they named it eland, which means moose. That's the moose antelope, basically. Moose being the largest member of the deer family. Let's see, anybody over here? That's my friend Jason up there. No, wait, there's Springboks over here. See? Bok.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Springbok are known for their leaping ability. They do something called pronking.
Mommy, move.
It's the motion of running and leaping at the same time. When they're pronking, they can hit heights up to 11 feet in succession.
Dang. Hit in the water. Gross. Oh, look at all the ducks.
And then greater flamingo. They get their coloring from their diet, which consists mostly of brine shrimp and other small crustaceans.
Brine. Everything's so blurry. They're all
Now, when they
Flamingos.
hatch, they are a gray little goofball. Takes them 2 months to start looking like a flamingo. It takes them 2 years to lose the gray plumage.
yeah,
For
they,
greater flamingo, that's as pink as they get. There's a couple that still have gray heads. There's
Sleeping
one
right
sleeping
there.
right there. That one's less than 2 years old.
right there. There's one with a gray head sleeping right there.
Oh, yeah, he has a bright
They stand up and sleep. The way he's standing up right now is he's sleeping right there. There's another thing behind us.
And by the way, all those animals on the Game Spotting Guide have been called the wrong thing at some point in time. Flamingos have been called penguins. Yeah. Ostriches have been called penguins too.
What?
I think someone just really liked penguins. Rhinos get called hippos, hippos get called rhinos, walruses, manatees, crocodiles. And then a lady actually asked one of her drivers, "Excuse me, sir, when do rhinos lose their horns and become hippos?" His response was, 4 years. He just kept driving. All right. There's some ostriches up ahead. They also get called emu and big bird. Largest bird, also flightless,
Get a picture of it. I need it.
can hit speeds up to 40 miles an hour, hold that speed for a long period of time. Now, their eyes are collectively bigger than their brain. They're as smart as they need to be. And they're not endangered, so they're doing something right.
There's one.
But did you know
There's one.
Orlando, Florida, at the turn of the 20th century, had a lot of ostrich farms here? Because the ostrich feather was a status symbol in a lot of people's wardrobe. And they were the meat of the future. So imagine if that stuck. You'd be coming to ostrich world.
Yuck.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stay.
I wouldn't be eating that one.
But whenever you talk about ostriches, you're using the number 40. Incubation period of an ostrich egg, 40 days. Speed at which ostriches can run, 40 miles an hour. The lifespan of an ostrich, 40 years. Their IQ, about 40. All right.
How much is their IQ?
Up here at the top of the hill on the right, there's a rhino. There's actually a couple of them.
Over there.
That is the white rhino. They're very social. They travel in large groups. They have very poor eyesight. They rely on their sense of hearing, their sense of smell.
There's a white thing moving around.
The one that just stood up right now is about a year old. That's a baby. That's either mom or one of her friends. I could never tell the difference. But I can always tell like the babies because they're smaller. That's it. Now, it's called a white rhino, but as you can see, it's not white. White rhinos, black rhinos, Javan, Indian, and Sumatran are always going to be the same color as the mud around them. The theory is, and it's never been proven, is because when people saw the white rhino, they called it the wide-lipped rhino, and in the translation from Afrikaans to